like I
What
said,
happened?
you're riding the bandwagon of the New York Knicks.
Bandwagon. Oh, here you go. I'm not a bandwagon rider. You know
Riding the
that.
bandwagon of his former coach
Oh my
that did
God.
so good. He was riding the bandwagon, like I
Yeah,
said.
right. Mm-hmm.
You know, you rode that. I give you that. You predicted them making the playoffs, which I give you. Actually, they higher than what you expected.
Yeah, they
Um,
hired him what I expected. I gave him the 8th seed, but they higher than that. They on the
yeah,
fourth seed.
they higher than that. So what I'm saying,
Everybody I said was going to the playoffs except one team. I said the Jazz, I said the Clippers, and I said the New York Knicks, and I said the Bulls. The Bulls is the only one right now not going, but they still got a chance because they only 2 games out of the 10th spot. Now the 9th spot. So
yeah, the
we'll
10th
see.
spot, the 10th spot.
What is the
You can
10th
hang,
spot?
yeah, you
Okay,
can
we'll
hang
see.
that one up though. They not making the playoffs. But like I said, I'll give you the bandwagon. I'll let you have your fun.
Bandwagon.
But
That's not a bandwagon.
I mean, it is. If
It
we
ain't.
really think about it,
I
you
called it before the
bandwagoning
season
your
started.
former coach as a
I
Chicago
called it
Bulls fan.
before
You
the season started.
bandwagoning Tim Thibodeau because he was your favorite
Tom
coach in the
Tom
last
Thibodeau.
decade.
Hold on, player. Let's get it right. His name is Tom Thibodeau, not Tim Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau, whatever.
And he took a couple of my fellow Chicagoans that played with him over there with him.
He do that on every team.
Damn right, because he know they good
I
players.
didn't even know he was coaching until they started winning.
Every time he get a coaching position, Derrick Rose and Tyus Gibson on his team. Come on, man.
With him. He know they the good players. That's right. He take them right with him, player. Because guess what? They came up under Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, but like you said, Rizzo, at first
it's like basically nobody believed in the Knicks, and all these players, I guess they had some kind of intuition that they was going to do something, and they all then came together, and New York Knicks is 4th in the East.
But think about this, Rizzo. I'm going to give you something to think about. You got players that everybody counted out. Randall, he was counted out. D Rose was counted out.
Especially
Derrick Rose was counted out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And Tom took all these guys, put a team together. Look what happened.
Yeah, I forgot my Lakers gave up on Randall.
Yeah.
And sent him. Well, he got tossed. I forgot who he went before New York. He's been tossed a lot, and now he finally, made his way.
So hell, they even got him in the MVP conversation now.
Yeah,
should be.
He's an MVP.
In the MVP conversation. So come on, man.
I can respect it, but like I said, I like the praise. But when you think about it, okay, both of these teams, both of these organizations, what's the word? Righted they ship, right? The Suns righted they ship last year. If we think,
but that's the reason why I can't give him Coach of the Year because the Suns were doing this last year.
But this transfers into this year. Too. But listen though, they had not been knocking the door. They were not a playoff team. Now you completely see them right the ship. They were first in the West for a second. Now they second. When you think about it, you got to give it to this guy. He's been doing it all along. And then when you break down the stats,
if you're doing that, then let's talk about this. Why you talk coach in the conversation as Coach of the Year? You talk number 1 in the West.
Yeah. But why
the Jazz coach is not in that conversation?
Listen, the Jazz coach, he's cool. And at the beginning of the year, I would have gave it to Quinn Snyder. But I'm saying this all to say, when you think about it, the Suns were completely out of the playoffs. Completely out of the Knicks, same thing. When you think about a coach of the year, you think about a coach riding the ship. You think about a coach being the most productive coach, changing his team to be the best that they could be and the best in their conference, right? And the Suns completely have did that. They have a what is it? They have a win percentage of 706 right now. Compared to the Knicks, they are 10th. The Knicks are 10th. The Suns are second. The Suns, when we talk about opponent shooting percentage, I'll give this one to the Knicks. They are first. They are 44.2 percentage. They have a 44.2 percentage. The Suns have a 46.5 percentage, and they are 14th. Now, when we go to defense, I'll give it to the Knicks also. The Knicks are first in that. The Suns are 7th in opponents' points per game. Yes, okay. But when we transfer over to points per game, The Suns are 9th. The Knicks are 26th.
This is overall before their
Yeah,
conference.
overall in the NBA. And last but not least, we talk about team shooting percentage. The Suns have transferred their whole shooting percentage. The Suns have did it on the offensive wise, as we know that's what the West is. It's completely about offense. They are second with 48.9, and the Knicks are 22nd with 45.7 percentage. 45.7 percentage of that. But what I'm saying is you see two different coaching styles. And you see two different conferences if you look at it. The Knicks are getting it done on defense. The Suns are getting it done on offense. So when I think about it, the NBA is all about offense. And that's just truly what it is. So when I think about one of the most productive teams on offense, I have to go with the Suns coach and Monty Williams because he has completely transferred this team around. And we know that defense is a huge component of this league. But at the same time, you know, Tim Thibodeau is a defensive coach, and which I completely agree with and completely respect him for. But I just like the Suns team because they are still higher. They are second. The Knicks are fourth, and they have completely righted the ship. They have completely turned it around. So I have to go with no one other than the coach that is winning more, and they are in the same circumstance. Both were out of the playoffs, changed around that season. So I have to go with the Suns. So. Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, definitely. Tom Thibodeau. It's just like I said, the turnaround that we see with the New York Knicks is amazing, especially with them not being. They haven't been in the playoffs almost a decade, so I think it's amazing what he did. Big Dog called it. He called it at the beginning of the season. I thought he was full of shit, but we obviously see he has some type of intuition on the Knicks, and they doing it right now.
Let me tell you something about the Knicks. Hold on. Let me give you my theory on the Knicks. Who do the Knicks got as a household name that you know?
I mean, Julius Randle a household name.
Just where? When?
I mean, D Rose is a household name.
When? Not the way you talk about him.
He ain't even a household name no more.
Hold on, Rizzo. Yeah. Not the way you talk about him, Austin. You talk about his two broke leg, knees, and all that. Yeah, you always talking about him.
More than the new generation.
Man, I always wanted the return of Derrick Rose, though.
You got the return of him. You got it. So that's what I'm saying.
What I'm seeing out of Derrick Rose is exactly what I've been hoping. I was hoping that he did that with Chicago once he came back from his injuries, but I don't know. His body, I guess his body just wasn't ready then. But what we're seeing now from Derrick Rose is, I'm glad of it.
Yep. That's what I say. I say the same thing.
But the big news is like everybody, has switched their talk to the Knicks. It was the Nets, and now it's the Knicks. So the next,
but they always
go all the way.
Yeah, they always want to bring up the Knicks.
I mean, to the conference finals. That'd be amazing to see the Knicks in the conference finals.
Yeah, they always want to bring the Knicks up. So you can always have that conversation when it comes to when you're talking about basketball. One of the first teams they mention is the Knicks. So that's what that is.
Yeah, you talk about it. They've been trash these past few years, but to see them right the ship, yeah, I give it to them. It's okay. Tom Thibodeau did a good job. But like I said, for me, I think of Coach of the Year. Both of them changed around their teams. But Monty Williams has a better record. So I'm going with the better record. I'm going with who winning more. So I'm taking Monty Williams. He winning more. Tom Thibodeau, okay, he good. Okay, that's cool. Monty Williams winning more. I'm going with the coach that actually winning more games. Because you talking about championships and wins. I'm taking the Suns.
Would you want to Monty winning? Would you want to make a bet on who win Coach of the Year?
Yeah. Wait. I'll take that back because I know for a fact that Tom Thibodeau will win. But I'm stating my opinion. I know for a fact that he'll win because of the hype. He'll win because of the hype.
He gonna win because of the
New York.
I mean, but if you think about the hype, we're looking at a team. We're looking at a team who's had like #1 draft picks for the last I don't know how many years, who have great players, and they still have not. They still never did anything. And now, this year, with Tom Thibodeau being their coach, he's definitely going to get Coach of the Year just for that factor. Because we know the Knicks have been trash.
They've been so trash. They look
good. At least it's over 500.
Right. They need to boost New York back up. That's just the
New
bottom
York don't
line.
need no boosting. They one of the second highest earning teams in the
I
world right now.
understand that, yeah,
Yeah,
but
their fan
they
base
was,
is still strong.
they've been
Still strong.
trashed, but they've been trashed for years. So Thibodeau
Years.
came in. Let's not forget the general manager and all them too, because they came in and did their thing. You know, getting Thibodeau what he need to have to put together a winning team. Not only Ted gonna get the coach of the year, Derrick Rose gonna get that sixth man of the year. Watch what I tell you.
He not. He's going to
Watch what
Jordan
I tell
Clarkson
you.
for me. I
Okay,
think
we'll
Jordan
see.
Clarkson gonna get it from the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
We'll discuss that more. But